Welcome back to the Horus Heresy. The walls have been breached and demons are running through the city, brought here by the Sons of Horus, and up against them are the Raven Guard. So we have some gorgeous scenery from marchofwar.co.uk and the battle map from P-Work War Games, and then out here in the wilds, the battle map is from urbanmaps.com with some 3D printed terrain, and we're trying to break each other's lines. We rolled to see what Tzeentch would say, and Tzeentch said we're playing Onslaught. Onslaught means there's going to be an objective down here and an objective over there, because we're playing quarters. Tzeentch said we're playing quarters, and if you take the Onslaught objective at the end of the mission, you win. It's worth 5 points. However, if neither of us take the Onslaught objective, or both of us take the Onslaught objectives, it's just going to come down to secondaries, and there'll probably just be 1 point in it. Essentially, we'll both be fighting through the ruins, fighting through this breach in the walls, trying to break each other's lines as the Sons of Horus. The Sons of Horus unleash demons into the material plane. And we welcome back to the channel Sean from Riftforge Studios. Say hi, Sean from Riftforge Studios.
Say hi, Sean from Riftforge Studios.
You got your own YouTube channel?
Yes, we do. There's a group of us, about 6, and we do Horus Heresy videos as well.
How long have you guys been doing that? It's been a while, right? You were first edition OG guys.
Yeah, a few years now, so yeah, definitely before 2nd edition.
Right.
And transition straight into 2nd edition as well.
What's your latest heresy army you're working on? Because you're always working on a thing.
Knights.
Knights.
Is my thing now.
Knights.
You might see a couple allied in today.
So as well as the demons, you decided to bring knights.
Yeah, well, it's a pick and mix
Right.
army, essentially. A little bit of everything.
You did tell me that you were bringing a knight.
Yes.
And I said, I'll bring a knight.
And you didn't.
Right, yeah, I forgot.
That's fair.
And look at this. Absolutely stunning. 4,000 points on the nose, plus 1 internet point for you, sir.
Thank you.
We have some gorgeous knights here. We have a big unit of demons. What are these ones called?
Brutes.
Brutes. And they're initiative 5?
Yep.
3 wounds.
Yep. 3 attacks.
Toughness.
Toughness 5, but turns 1 and 2 be toughness 6.
Yeah, it goes 6, then 5, then 4, right? As the warp energy goes. But initiative 5, they're all brutal 2 AP3 all the time. And on 6s, they become AP2.
AP2, yeah.
And there's 8 of them.
The perfect number for the colour. Beautiful.
And they're corny ones.
Yes.
Which is bonuses to charge and sweeping advances and all those sorts of things. Yeah, we'll get to that. Sons of Horus. In the first round of combat, I'm -1 strength.
Yep.
And any rights of war, any things and things?
No right of war.
Okay.
We have a warlord though.
Okay.
So my warlord is the esoterrorist, leading the demons into the battle.
Right.
He's got the warlord trait, Armour of Pride.
Okay.
Sons of Horus one, where I'm afraid that he might get sniped out, essentially.
I did bring snipers.
Yeah. So when he dies, he takes a leadership test. If he passes, he comes back to life with D3 wounds.
Okay.
Which might help him summon in those demons.
That's Garvey or Loken's rule.
Yeah.
He thinks he's Garvey or Loken.
He might be. He's got a cloak on, we can't tell.
Okay. 2 reactions in shooting phase?
2 reactions shooting phase, yeah.
And he can get back up again. Brilliant. Who's this guy here?
He's a chaplain.
Right.
And he's going to be leading his own force of Terminators.
Okay.
With all the Thunderhammers.
Chaplain with Thunderhammer, loads of Terminators with Thunderhammer, inside a Land Raider.
Yeah, they're going to hit.
That's going to hurt. Yeah. We've got a Kratos back there, I can see.
Yeah,
with
Kratos, all the Laz with the Malta, so it's got a lot of high strength, low AP.
I feel like there's 2 ways of running the Kratos. There's the one with all the Laz and the Melter, and then there's the one with all the Volkite.
Yeah, I've got one of those as well.
You've got one with all the Volkite. Yeah. That chucks out like 30 Volkite shots or something.
Yeah.
Is it as devastating as I think it is? I've never seen it.
It does kill stuff.
It does kill stuff.
Just weight of dice.
Yeah, nice. What else we got?
So if you want to go back to the front, we got our scoring. Basically, we got the 2 tactical squads, 15-man strong.
Yes.
Vexillers, Lightning Claw on 1 sergeant, Power Sword on the other.
Okay. Artificer armor anyway?
Nope.
No.
Don't believe in it.
Okay. I brought Artificer armor everywhere.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's what the Kratos is for.
Okay.
And then we got 19 despoilers.
19.
Couldn't quite fit 20.
Okay.
Vexilla.
Have you got another one in the box that you brought?
No.
You haven't?
No,
Because
I left him at home all alone.
Because I was thinking, because it's like sad having 19. I was thinking of letting you go for 4,010 points, sticking one in there.
That would have been very kind of you.
But 19, okay. Vexilla, Power Fist, Axes.
Yeah, 3 axes.
Right.
More troops as the guys just behind them.
Right.
All the plasma.
Yes.
10 strong. There's an augury scanner on one of them.
For the intercept.
Yes.
Okay.
And hopefully they don't kill themselves.
Right. Autocannon team?
Yeah, okay, heavy support. Autocannon, 10 strong again.
Yeah.
Another augury scanner for intercept.
Okay. And then behind them we've got some bikes.
Got some bikes, 6 of them. There's a Vexilla and they're all multi-melters with just 1 sergeant.
6 multi-melter bikes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. They can deep strike in as well.
Yeah,
So that's quite nice.
Surprise someone.
Okay. And then over here.
We've got 10 Seekers.
Nice.
Another augury scanner.
Yes.
And they're just running the standard Kraken bolters.
Okay. Because Seekers have precision strikes so they can snipe out characters. They
Yeah.
breach on a 4-up. And they got marked for death.
Yeah.
So reroll wound rolls are 1 against the unit that they mark for death. I quite like Seekers. Do you like Seekers? Do you run Seekers often?
Yeah, and my Sons of Horus I do.
I say I quite like Seekers. I haven't got Seekers in any of my legions yet, and I keep meaning to add some to my Iron Hands.
Well, you know what to paint next.
Yeah. Volkite Seekers.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, 11 shots each. Is that a squadron?
Squadron, yeah, so 22 shots.
22 shots, and they're all strength 6, so they count as defensive, right?
Yes.
Nice. Then the demons we mentioned. Let's talk about the knights.
So, little knights detachments.
Yes.
So we've got the 2 armigers,
Yes.
which are the 2 troops, and every time you take 2 troops, you can take 1 Lord of War,
Yes.
and hence the big castigator.
Right.
And House Malanax, because scorpions are cool.
Right. But knights are only weapon skill 4.
Yeah, in Lesh,
Right.
you give him a household, and he's got Household Dolores, which makes him weapon skill 5, a character, but only against other big stuff. So
Okay.
like stuff with 8 or more wounds and stuff, so he's not going to be challenged out by your sergeants.
Yes.
And it also allows him to make sweeping advances, where knights can't normally do that.
Right. So he can sweep in advance. He's got a better weapon skill. He's a character and everything.
Yeah.
Knights can only react to other big things, though, right?
Yep.
Yes. How many hull points has it got?
7.
7 hull points. You're giving up an additional point if he dies.
Yeah, for price
of failure. But yeah, so we'll see how we get on with that. I'm terrified of him, and it's a really big sword. It's a shame that bolter is only AP4.
Yeah.
But it rends or something, and it's got loads of shots.
It doesn't rend, it's got pinning and shell shock 1.
Pinning and shell shock 1. Brilliant. So I'm terrified of that. I'm terrified of the demons. You've got quite a lot of gun and lots of scoring all the way across the line. This is an absolutely gorgeous army. Check out Riftforge Studios for more battle reports and things. Are you on the Facebook or the Instagram?
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we do have a Facebook page as well, so we're on both.
How do people find you on the Instagram?
Riftforge_Sean for my personal account.
Yeah.
And then there's a few of us all got our own Riftforge accounts as well.
Beautiful.
So follow all the guys.
Follow the guys, give them a like, give them a sub, shout them out. Sean is a nice person. I've played you a couple of times now.
Yeah, I think this is our 3rd game.
Yeah, and I think I've won every single one.
No, that's wrong.
But that's lies. Don't listen to the traitors. Let's have a look at the Raven Guard. Sean from Riftforge Studios. I've got 4,000 points on the nose as well.
1 internet point for you.
4,000 points on the nose with Artificer Armour, wherever I could put Artificer Armour. But I'm not going to cheese it like you do. It's just going to be... Okay, Raven Guard. Oh, you have that -1 strength if I charge you or get charged.
Yeah.
Raven Guard have 3 things depending on whether they're Hawks, Talons or Falcons. And I'm not abusing any of that stuff. Instead, I haven't brought a Praetor. I haven't got a Rite of War, just like you. These are survivors of the Isfahan 5 massacre. And instead we've just got a couple of chaplains running around, trying to keep this force alive, trying to remember the glory days. One of the things the Raven Guard can do is bring Raven's Talons. So wherever you see red lightning claws, they're Raven's Talons, not lightning claws. Lightning claws rend on a 6, Raven's Talons rend on a 5, and they cost a lot of points, and I've paid for it and stuck it all the way through the army. And the idea is that this warlord joins up with this apothecary and jumps in with a unit of Dark Furies. Their precision strikes on a 6. And their weapon skill 4 with a 3-up save and 2 wounds. But 3 of them in there are Choose of the Slain, and they have weapon skill 5 with 2-up saves. And the Choosers of the Slain also have Melter Bombs. They also have Sudden Strike. So when they go charging in, they can get up to initiative 5, unless the unit that I'm charging against braces and makes the charge disordered. So them with a chaplain and an apothecary can be quite nasty. They don't have an invulnerable save, which is why I've ran them in the past. Without an apothecary, they die pretty quickly. So you need to keep an apothecary in there, particularly when your opponent has got augury scanners and can intercept the crap out of them when they come landing in. My Warlord trait is the Hidden Hand, which means while I've got units in reserve and he's in reserve, I can reroll all failed reserve rolls. So the Deep Strike will come in when I want the Deep Strike to come in. Also, it gives Fleet +2 and 2 reactions in the movement phase as well. Raven Guard are going to be moving all the time. So he's going to be jumping in with that. We've got another chaplain with a pair of Raven's Talons, and he's going with 10 Tartarus Terminators. There's 2 hammers, 2 axes, and 6 pairs of Raven's Talons in there. The Raven Guard special reaction is if you shoot at a unit, I can move. And that unit has a 4-up shrouding until the end of the game turn. And if that movement brings the unit out of line of sight, then the opponent loses the shots against it. And I often have the chaplain in the unit of Tartarus, and when they get targeted, they dash forward, dash back, dash. It's a strong little punch, I've found. We have a second apothecary in the Apothecarian detachment, and he's going to be joining this unit of Volkite dudes over here. And they have something called an Improviser. Improviser is Raven Guard specific. It gives them night fighting, so you can't shroud the shots that are coming out from those Volkites. And with an apothecary, it might keep them alive. Talking about improvisers, I've got a full unit of 10 snipers here with Nemesis bolt rifles, 72-inch range, Wren's on a 5, and they have an improviser as well. So they're going to be sniping out the esoterist and killing him. And then Sean's going to fail his leadership test, not get back up again, and the demons won't be summoned in. It'll be beautiful. You won't be able to shroud those shots. So that's happening there. Troops-wise, they're troops, and then tactical squad of troops, assault squad troops, and then this is a recon squad with no upgrades, just with shotguns. They're troops as well. And all the Raven Guard troops down here, they can infiltrate or outflank, and they get a free 6-up shrouded, so long as they're more than 8 inches away, I think. And I did pay for the Volkite Serpenta and the Raven's Talons on the Sarge. And this one's got an augury scanner in the troop unit at the back there. This one at the front has got a Rhino that could outflank potentially with a multi-melter on top because of points. So yeah, outflanking or infiltrating multi-melter Rhino with a unit of tacticals inside of it. This is what the Raven Guard will be doing, infiltrating or outflanking here. Deep striking or coming in from reserve with the 2 units of Assault Marines and the Dark Furies in the backfield. Infiltrating or outflanking with the shotgun recon squad here, and flanking potentially with the 2 units of 3 javelins. I don't feel bad about it. I know they're very, very strong, but if you have a look, I've got 1 vehicle in my army, which is a Rhino. So I need the guns. And we've got guns, and javelins do have an Achilles heel, which is close combat. If you touch them in close combat, they do take leadership tests just like any other unit, and they can be sweeping advanced. But they've all got all the las cannons, all the multi-melters, and this fella at the back has got 2 hunter-seeker missiles, hunter-killer missiles locked onto the firing pins there. Right, back to the assault squad. In the assault squad, a pair of lightning talons on the sergeants, and then there's swords and swords, 2 swords in each squad, because one of the Raven Guard things, as well as giving these guys infiltrate, outflank and shroud, is you can re-roll wound rolls of 1 on the turn when you charge. So those swords can re-roll wound rolls of 1, which is quite nice. And then the claws and the chain swords re-roll all the wounds all the time anyway. So we've got them. And then as for more guns, so yeah, there are javelins providing all the guns. In the heavy slot, we have a Deredeo contingent here, 1 with the plasma, 1 with the strength 10 las cannons. On their backs are ILOS missile launchers, and they have the heavy bolters as well. And then we have a Dreadnought Talon, one with double fists and melters in the fists, and one with double las cannons. One running forward for all the punchy punch, one staying at the back for all the shooty shoot. Oh yeah, one more shout out. All the conversion bits that you can see, such as the Nemesis sniper weaponry and all the extra bits I've got, and all the gorgeous bases that you can see, the resin bases, are from marchofwar.co.uk. And we're deployed for this 4,000 point Horus Heresy game of Onslaught. And currently the Raven Guard are going first. Raven Guard deploying in the city, in the ruins. And the Onslaught objective they want to take, they want to break free, they want to get out of the ruins and take this objective down here, deep in the Sons of Horus lines. Helping them, supporting them, is we have some scouts who have infiltrated way over here because there's some augury scanners, and this is my outflanking token. There's a Rhino with 10 tactical marines that are going to come in from here. I couldn't have put it down here because we've got some intercept on some units there, so they have to be sneaky with it as they're trying to flee the Sons of Horus push and the demons. And the Sons of Horus, well, they want to take the city. Their onslaught objective is down here. The Raven Guard are bunkered up quite heavily with both of the javelins and the dreadnoughts, and then way up here is the Volkite team with an apothecarian attached, and 3 units are deep striking in. The Dark Furies are deep striking in, and 2 units of assault marines. And I had to put the snipers on the bridge here because it just looks hella cool. They've got a good field of fire for this mission. There's the knight and the summoning guy, the esoterist. Where is he again? Where did you stick him? I can't see him anywhere.
Yeah.
He's all there. He is. Your warlord for your army is all the way down there.
He's leading from the back.
Leading from the back, ready to summon some demons in, and it would be a real shame if the Sons of Horus were able to steal the initiative. Stealing's bad. Only traitors should try and attempt this.
You ready for it?
No, but
Where's a good place? And you're here by my objective.
Okay.
It won't betray me, right?
Okay. And it's a 6. The Sons of Horus steal the initiative. Helped by the power of Tzeentch, the Sons of Horus take the initiative and push forward into the ruins. Down in the centre, the chaplain and his unit of Terminators have already disembarked from that Land Raider, and the unit here made a reaction. They came running around the edge. Their goal was to run forward and spot for the Sons of Horus, and they came running forward, and the Sons of Horus are a lot closer than they thought.
They were shocked.
Yeah. They're already here. They're already here. And then there's the Seekers. They've marked the Terminators for death, and then some breaches and some tacticals there. And around this side, there's a couple of really big knights already heading straight down towards the onslaught objective, which the Sons of Horus have marked. Over in the backfield, the Kratos move round to get its big Magnum melter cannon in range of this dreadnought over here, firing through the ruins. And the esoterist, there's sniper fire going over his head, so he's keeping his back to the rocks for now.
Yeah.
So he's out of line of sight from all the snipers. And there's the tactical support squad as well. Basically a point if you kill something in turn 1. And suddenly, the Sons of Horus are in a target-rich environment. So sabers move a long way, and there's 22 Volkite shots coming into my recon squad.
Okay, 22 shots against the recons, hitting on 3s. Only 5 misses, winners.
Yeah.
Strength 6, wounding on 2s.
Yeah. I need 3s.
Yes.
Lots of 3s. There's 1 still left alive.
Yeah, it's got 4 deflags to make.
Yeah. Deflagrate, and now they're dead. There's a point in the bag, and now the Kratos firing through this gap in the smoking, steaming ruin into my twin fist dreadnought.
Yeah, the punchy one.
The punchy one.
So I've got the autocannons first to try and get twin linked.
No.
It does not.
No. Yeah, if you hit with the autocannon, it makes the main turret twin linked. So not twin linked, hitting on 3s. And 3 of them hit anyway.
And it's going to be 3s to wound.
Yes.
So 2 wounds.
5s. I take 2 wounds.
And 4 las cannons.
Brilliant. 3 of them hit.
And 2s to wound now, so 2 more.
2 more come through, and I fail every single save. It's only on 2 wounds remaining. So what's going on?
The Warglaive,
yes,
seeing the dreadnought that's quite been battered up now.
Right.
It's going to try and finish it off. If it's got 2 shots, it could do it.
Okay.
So, hit on freeze twin links.
Yes.
Might be in melter range, to be honest. It doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it. I need to make at least a 5. I make it 1-5. It's on 1 wound.
I'm going to try for a heavy stubber.
A little stubber. Don't kill me with a stubber. It'd be embarrassing.
6s. No.
No.
It's on 1 wound.
After the Helverin fired in, we came down to the centre of the battle grid, where Seekers took out a couple of the tactical squads here, and then the Land Raider targeted my Terminator unit, which was here.
Yes.
And I faded to black. Did Raven Guard sneaky things. Snuck away that way, but the turret nose gun of the Land Raider could still see and managed to nuke one of the Terminators. So 1 Terminator fell, 2 tacticals fell. I've shifted round this way, which is close to that knight. Not exactly where I wanted to be, but I didn't want to lose loads of them to las cannon fire. And now we're coming across to this Helverin over here.
Yeah, right at the back, going to shoot the Volkite in the building.
All the way up here, 60-inch range.
Yeah. We've got ammunition that can ignore cover here as well, so we're using that. We're hitting on freeze, we're not twin linked, strap 7, so that is 2 wounds, AP3 ignores cover.
So
feel no pain.
It's just the feel no pain, so the apothecary and I lose 1. Next to that Helverin is that Esoterrorist, your warlord. Is he summoning demons yet?
He's biding his time, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to see what happens.
Okay.
We're going to go on to the big knight.
Big knight. What are we doing with the big knight?
He's got a very big gun with
Yes.
lots of shots.
Yes.
And there's a Volkite squad with lots of shots I'd like to get rid of.
Up here.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of infantry.
Stitching murder into this building. He's got 18 shots with his big bolt cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3s to hit.
3s to hit, twin linked.
Twin linked as well. Okay.
Yeah, which was needed.
After re-rolling, you drop 3 of them.
Yep, so 15 hits.
Yes.
Strength 6.
Yes.
2s.
Yes. Right, we have 3 saves. And then we've got a little apothecary in there, which is good because I failed 6 of the saves. Crop dice don't count. 6, 6. Okay, I lose 3 guys.
Now you're pinning.
Pinning.
With Shell Shock 1.
Okay, we're pinned. The Volkite team dug into this building. Certainly didn't expect the Sons of Horus to be so close at the start of the battle. And they're already pinned. And now we're firing those autocannon teams through and around the Titan, the Knight, into the sniper team up here. 3 of them are out of range because of shroud bomb things.
14 shots then, hitting on freeze. And then wounded on 2s.
Yep. 6 is rend.
No rends.
No rends. So these are threat saves. And we're Raven Guard, so we get a 6-up shroud to that, and you take down 2 of them. And the guns of the Sons of Horus fall silent as they re-arm and reload. So that Volker team up in the building has to take a leadership test. And now they're no longer pinned.
Because they're running.
Because they're running. They're abseiling 5 inches down from the building. I'll move them in a second because we have a charge. Your chaplain and your Terminators want to charge this tactical squad.
I do.
And they're going to brace. And they're running as well. And they fall back 7 inches. They run back in this direction. It's a 7-inch charge for the Terminators now. Good luck. And that's a 7, which means you catch them while they're falling back and rip them apart. The Terminators charge forward, slaughter the tactical squad, and then consolidate backwards again. Being very tactical there, because if the Terminators move round, when you react in the movement phase, you can react back and get back in.
Yes.
The Land Raider, keeping your Terminators safe from my Terminators, because you're all unwieldy. Mine have all got claws and can potentially rip through them with ease.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the Sons of Horus turn 1. And what a turn. That was painful. Let's regroup the Volkite team at the start of my turn 1. They're still running. They're out of there. They're abseiling down another floor. With the Raven Guard failing 3 leadership tests in a row, we're going on to Raven Guard turn 1. While the Volkite team continue to jump down the building, the javelins, the dreadnoughts have all moved round to get as many shots as we can into this big, nasty knight before it comes crashing up the battle grid. And the Terminators did move round to engage these Terminators, but they've jumped back inside their Land Raider. They jumped out, killed a tactical squad, regrouped inside the Land Raider. But in the shooting phase, it's about trying to bring as many guns to bear into that night. Before we start there, however, we do have a sniper team. They're going to shoot with this autocannon team here, which are returning fire. The sergeant with the improviser hits on 2s, and the other guys hit on 3s. And then we're looking for 3s, but 5s rend. Okay. So 6 on the Sarge, if you could, with my precision.
So he is dead.
And then Vexillas or anything else. Oh, 2 threat saves on something else. I'll kill 2 of them. And then you take a pinning test.
Leadership 8.
And they're not pinned. No, I killed the Sergeant. They are pinned.
Yeah.
And then they fire back.
14 shots in return.
Yep.
Hit on 3s.
Yep. I took out the Augury Scanner and the Sergeant. Helps cut down on the intercepts. 2s to wound. So 4 up on the rend, and then these are 3s with a bit of 6s. You kill 2. 2 for 2. After the sniper's fired, we're onto this unit of javelins. And we're going to start firing at that night. Here's the melters. One of them's out of range. It's twin linked. So 1 hit. And that pens. Yeah. And
Same
then,
now?
yeah, it's different.
So 4 up on the front.
Yes.
Goes through.
So that's a hull point, and an explodes will be another D3, right?
Yes.
This is a good start, isn't it? Particularly as that's 4 hull points, putting it down to only...
Oh, no, so that's an explode.
Yes.
And now you roll the D3.
Oh, yeah, it's an explodes, you're right. That's an explodes, and then it's 3 hull
3
points.
hull points go.
Put it down. Nice. Las cannons to the face. Every single las cannon hit. Strength 9, armor 13, with a bit of sunder. Glancing hits, I don't care about. It doesn't matter because it's all about these hull points. So there we go. We have 2 glance, 2 pens.
Pens first.
Yes.
1 and 1.
Okay.
And the glances, both safe. So down to 3.
And
Does it
then
explode on 6?
doesn't explode on a 6. No, it's got 3 hull points remaining. Saying there's a chance. There's a chance. I need to stop it. Otherwise, you've got, it's going to be brutal. Right, Dreadnought. Normal Dreadnought. Firing in. Hits on 2s with 4 las cannons. One of them misses. We're looking to 4s with a bit of sunder. We do 3 glancing hits. 3 more 4 up and vulnerable saves.
It's enough.
And it makes every single save. Okay, Javelin Squad. I managed to put the melters in range this time. Let's get one of these beautiful AP1 shots through. All of them hit. Strength 8. 1 pen. 1 4 up and Vun. Please fail it. Please fail it. Please fail it. He fails it. He fails
Down
it.
to 2.
2.
Explode.
Boom. It explodes.
A 3 up. It's gone.
On a 3 up.
It's on 1.
It's on 1 hull point remaining. And then now there's 6 las cannons coming into it. And 5 of them hit. Looking for 4s. With some sunder. You got to make 3 4s to keep it alive with its shielding.
Oh, close.
And it's gone. Go on.
Yes.
Does it auto blow up?
Yep.
Oh, okay, good. Right. How far?
It goes D6 plus 6.
Okay.
And the strength is 7 plus D3.
Okay. So do you want to roll?
So strength first.
Yes.
It's 10.
Strength is 10. Okay.
And I want this to be low. So it's going 11 inches.
11 inches strength 10 explosion. We'll have to resolve that off camera. This is going to hit a lot of stuff. After the night went boom. 5 in the tactical squad got nuked. 3 in the breachers and 1 in the autocannon team. And this breacher team are now pinned along with the autocannon team. Pinning happening, failing leadership happening all across the battle grid here. As explosions and las cannons and melters rip across the battle grid. Well, didn't expect that to happen, which leaves the Deredeo Dreadnought here free to fire into the side armour of that Land Raider. 2 reactions to shoot phase. Shroud and this.
Shrouded.
Shroud and this. 2s to hit. It is twin linked. They both hit. Strength 10 sunder. With a bit of sunder. That's 2 penetrating hits. There's definitely a 6 up against that.
So 6 up cover.
You make 1.
And then a shroud.
No, this is AP2, so a 6 will blow it up. Instead, that's weapon destroyed.
Weapon destroyed, yeah.
So the central gun has been ripped off of the Land Raider. You've done your 2 reactions, so that Dreadnought is now free to fire.
Yeah.
And that Helverin it wants to charge. It's going to hit on 2s. It's got melters in its fist. And wound on that. And that's a 5 up and bow.
5 up in bow, yeah. No, takes a wound.
The snap-firing Volkite fired in, and nothing happened. And now we're on to the Deredeo. Now, the only 2 things Deredeo number 2 can see are these fellas up here. But if I fire a blast marker, then I can hit more than I can see. So let's overcook it and fire a blast marker. And I don't roll a 1, it doesn't get hot. It's a large blast, see if it scatters. That's a hit. That hits 4, and armor save and breach.
So armor save 3 up, and then 6 up in there, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, so 1 guy dies.
1 guy dies, and then the Ilos can fire indirectly. Wounds once at AP3, that's another 6.
Ignores cover as well, doesn't it?
It doesn't ignore cover, you can fire it indirectly though.
Okay. So 6 up.
Only good. And so only 1. And with the autocannon team taking shells and being pinned, with the breacher team here taking shells, being pinned, with the knight exploding. That is the end of my shooting phase, and this tactical squad right next to your board edge need to take a leadership test, because 5 of them died in the explosion.
The sergeant's still alive. He helps.
He helps. It would be a shame if you failed your leadership test, wouldn't it?
It would have been.
Mind you, I failed 3 in a row, and you had pinning and all sorts of stuff.
I've failed a few as well.
Yeah. The question is, do I actually charge with the Dreadnought, because you'll probably overwatch me?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Well, it's a Dreadnought. We're a Space Marine, and you're a traitor. So we're going to charge you. Okay. Would you like to overwatch me?
I would.
We make the charge. If you don't kill him on the way in. He's got 1 wound.
So he hits twice.
Yes.
He wounds twice.
So what you're saying is 2 5s on armor again.
5s.
Watch this. This will be fine. It's not fine. He's dead. Blows up. 5 inches. And there was a lot of smoke and swirling debris there. And when the Dreadnought went charging in, he didn't come out the other side. Now we're coming over here to the Terminators. I've got a couple of hammers that could try and ring the dinner bell, the side of this Land Raider. And that's an 11.
Definitely make it.
End of the charge phase, we make it there. Here's the hammer attacks. These need 2s with chaplain things, and then 6s. Because it's armor 14, strength 8.
Strength 8, yeah.
1 glancing hit. Take another hull point off of it. That's the end of Raven Guard turn 1. So despite the loss of the knight, the Sons of Horus continue to push forward into the burning city. That Land Raider really wanted to push forward and bust through that wall there, but got mobilized, slipped a track. It looks like the Raven Guard have claymored up this position quite heavily. We've had pinning, we've had failed morale tests, we've had explosions, and now we have our first immobilized result. So the Land Raider is now stuck there. It's a big bunker. And the chaplain and his unit is back out again, right in front of these Terminators, and they're outnumbered for now, because over here, well, the Kratos is looking at them. The tactical support squad has got a few plasmas which might be able to get in there. The Sabres are a bit out of position for now, and they didn't want to be around this edge because there's a multi-melter on the Rhino that their Auspex is pinging, which is rundling down towards them. So they're stuck back around there. Plus, that's the objective I want to take. They're in defensive mode right now. There's the Esoterist. There's the Warlord. Down beside the Kratos, so the snipers can't see him again.
Yes, that wasn't intentional, actually.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Then up here, there's the injured Helverin busting forward straight already onto the onslaught objectives. The bikers have come zipping up and over the wall. And there's a tactical squad tucked in there, right on the right there. And I probably want to break out of that terrain later and come scoring, running down to score the objective for the Sons of Horus. But what are we opening up the shooting phase with?
The Helverin.
Helverin firing at
the javelins that you can see straight down the city path.
These guys here.
Ignoring cover again.
Yeah, I've only got 1 reaction in the shooting phase, so I don't think I'm returning fire with this. I think I might need to try and keep my Terminators alive. So yeah, shoot them.
Hitting on 3s. And strap 7, so it's going to be 3s again.
Yep. It's
That's 1 wound.
7 versus... yeah, it's just 1 wound. AP3.
Yeah.
No cover, no save. Next we're on to the nasty traitors, firing all of its guns into the second in command squad with the Terminators. They're definitely shrouding.
Yeah.
They're ducking and rolling. See if you can hit with the autocannon this time.
Yeah, see if they've calibrated it.
Yeah,
they have.
This time it hits. Wounds on 2s.
2s.
Wounds both of the times. And I make both of the saves.
Multi-mounter, twin link now.
Yes.
Which helped.
Wounds 3
3
times.
5-ups.
5 up and buns.
Some shrouds.
I lose 1. Just 1 so far.
And then the lats. Oh dear.
Only 1 hit.
Does it kill one?
Does it kill 1? 5 and a 5. No, it doesn't. You just take down 1 Terminator. Now this warp anomaly erupts right in the breach as the Esoterrorist is trying to summon.
Yeah. So he can choose to let it scatter, or he can choose to stick it there, but he has to pass leadership.
Okay.
So he's going to try that.
Yes.
He passes.
He
So there's no
passes.
scattering.
And then they move from that. They come pouring out wherever you want to stick them. How far do they move?
8.
Nice. So reality blinks and all of a sudden there's 8 demons in the ruined city facing off against my chaplain and Terminator Elite. So after the demons materialised, there was a lot of incidental firepower from the Terminators, from the Seekers, picking on the Terminators, and you managed to take 1 down and put 1 down to 1 wound. So they're suffering casualties. We got down and had a look at the Sabres and the tactical support squad. They can't actually see over that rock pile there.
No.
So they're not firing this turn. They're just preparing to intercept should anything deep strike in down here. So now we're on to the bunker, aka the Land Raider. It's firing all 4 of its remaining las cannons straight through into the javelins up the other side of the battle grid.
Yeah. Well, 2 into the javelins and 2 into the contemptor.
2 into that, 2 into that.
Yeah, just where it's positioned.
Brilliant. Okay.
Contemptor first.
Yes.
Hits twice.
Yes.
Wounds once.
And the Contemptor takes a wound.
And then javelins. Hits once. Wounds. Can't take cover saves.
Yes. Then we fire the autocannon team, snap firing up at the snipers, managed to take 1 down. Now we're onto the bikes. And 4 of them are in range of the Deradeo.
Yeah.
And they're hitting on 3s.
With twin links.
Yes.
And then wound on 3s. That's 4 wounds.
All of them wound. 5 of them vulnerable saves. It takes 3 wounds. It's half dead. And the last thing left to fire is this Halverin. What are we doing with the Halverin? So you're choosing to shoot the Deradeo instead.
He's pivoted to his left.
Because it's weaker.
Yes.
And you got fleet and move through cover and it's a more... Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's on a 4-inch charge.
Okay.
But first of all, we're going to shoot him.
Right.
Thermal lance.
Yes.
Twin linked.
Okay.
Hits twice.
Yes.
It wounds twice.
Wounds twice and puts it down to 1 wound remaining.
Okay, and then a heavy stubber.
Right.
You never know.
2 hits.
Twice. No wounds.
No wounds. I think that's the end of the shooting phase.
It is.
I don't have any morale to take. I don't have any morale to take.
No.
So we're straight on to the charging. Yeah. So you want to charge the demons first. I mean, that Deradeo is on 1 wound. It's not going to react. My chaplain, though, will not fail leadership 10 when he braces.
And he's stubborn.
And he's stubborn. And I've failed a load of stuff already, so this will pass. It passes. And then the demons fly in. Don't roll snake eyes, because then it'll fail. And no, they're 10.
Fine.
They're in. So the demons get a big long charge. Because I made it disordered, I've also turned off their Hammer of Wrath.
Yeah.
Apparently. Who knows? Demon things. And then the Terminators charged in as well. They couldn't fail, but they rolled high. So my Terminators are caught in a Terminator Demon sandwich. And then over here with fleet and move through cover, you managed to engage the Deradeo on 1 wound remaining.
Yep.
And we're going to start there. My Deradeo misses, unless you're... No, he hits you. He's got a good weapon skill. And wounds once.
2 wounds, 3
2
up
wounds,
saves.
yeah. And
He's fine.
you're okay. And then 4 attacks on the charge or 3 attacks on the charge?
4 on the charge.
Okay.
So I'm hitting you on 5s.
Right. You hit once.
Strength 9, so it's going to be 2s with shred. Doesn't need shred.
Okay. AP.
2.
Brutal.
No, just 1 wound.
Just 1 5 up and run. No.
Boom.
Dead Deradeo. Blows up that far. So the armor gun kills that Deradeo, consolidates forward. The explosion took a couple of wounds off one of these javelins as well. He's already deep in the Raven Guard lines. And then we've got some more fights over here. And your demons are initiative 5?
Yes.
I got a chaplain in there. So your demons go at the same time as my chaplain, who bellows a challenge, and your chaplain accepts.
Yes.
So we have chaplain on chaplain action at initiative 5. Here's my chaplain hitting you on 4s with a reroll because the chaplain thinks. -1 strength against you.
So
I need 5s.
5, but you shred, yeah?
5s will rend, and that's my doorbell. And we need to re-roll these. And we shred 3 times. Rend 3 times. So 3 invulnerable saves.
3 invulns. Need 1.
You make
all 3.
Sons of Horus chaplain takes the blows, but he's unwieldy with his hammer. So come on to the demons. They've got 3 attacks each.
24s together.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s from majority weapon skill.
Strength 6. 2s to wound.
Brutal 2.
Brutal 2.
6s are AP 2.
Okay then. So these are brutal 2.
Yep.
So the first one is alive. The second one, dead. No, takes a wound.
Which one was on 1 wound? So it's dead.
Yes, dead. Third one, dead. So that's 2 dead, 3 dead. You kill 3. These are all brutal 2 AP 3. So I'll roll them all together, and if I fail one, I'll roll another one. Happy with that?
Next to it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So 3 are dead so far. And then 2 more. Don't roll snake eyes. Kill 3. So it looks like this. I got 1 against the Terminators, 1 against the demons. Here's the 1 against the demons with chaplain things. And then this is going to need 5s to rend with the shred. I wound a demon.
And he gets a 5-up warp save, which he fails.
I wound a demon. And then these against the Terminators, which are weapon skill 4,
yes,
right?
That's all hit.
They all hit. And then a rending. Okay, so they all rend. They're all invulnerable saves.
4s.
Kill 1.
Kill 1.
Now we're down to initiative 1. So here are the hammers, and all the hammers are hitting all the Sons of Horus. It's a good job we brought a chaplain along with us. And these are strength 7, so they won't insta-kill you, because Sons of Horus things. But they are brutal 2.
So the first one puts 1 down to 1 wound, still on 1 wound, and dies.
Now your Terminators hit my Terminators.
8 attacks hitting on 4s.
Yes.
With a chaplain myself.
Okay.
7 hits.
Okay.
These are 2s, and I do instant death you. So
Okay.
that's 6.
Right, I'll roll all of these. If I fail all of these, again, if I pass any, like, 1 minute, it's 4 dead. Right? And then these I need to re-roll on the chaplain because it can spill in.
And pass both.
And then my chaplain will be dead as well.
Yes.
So the demons consolidate, the chaplain and his Terminator squad consolidate, and that's the end of Sons of Horus, turn 2. And they're broken into the city, and demons are running amok. It's 2 points to 1. We both killed a unit in the first turn, and I get an additional point for the price of failure. 2 points to 1. But the war of attrition, you also get a point if you kill more. And the Sons of Horus have killed a lot of things right now. A couple of dreadnoughts, the scout squad, tactical squad, the chaplain. They killed a lot of things. I don't know what I'm going to do about these demons that are rampaging through the city streets. I don't know. I need to go away and have a good think. But before that, the start of Raven Guard turn 2, we need to do some things. First, the Volkite team want to regroup.
Yeah.
Right, they're finally regrouped. And then my Deep Strike Assault will come in on a 3. And they're in. And then I have got a unit outflanking as well. And I can choose to re-roll that because of hidden hands. So let's do that. And they're coming in. And on a 1, it's going to be disordered. At least it's not disordered. At least all the Raven Guard are coming to the party in Raven Guard turn 2. Sean, you know, like that meme of that guy sat in the room and everything's burning down around him, and it says, "This is fine. Everything. This is what it feels like because all the punch from the Raven Guard is gone. I got guns left, and I've got this armor that I need to deal with. So the dreadnought and the javelins are looking at them, but then nothing's looking at the bikes over there. And I've got this dreadnought here. Well, I can shoot a couple of las cannons into the bikes, but then I've got a Land Raider there, and I'm not shooting at the Land Raider. And then these guys, if I move them right or move them left, line of sight was severely compromised by the massive ruin in the middle. Like I could only pick on 2 of the bikes with the Javelin squad. So they've pulled back, and they're only firing at demons. And that'll be a 10-inch charge for the demons, because they've got bonuses to their charge, being Khorne and moving so quickly, if they decide to come charging down towards this unit of Javelins. But if I'm firing at the demons, and I'm not doing anything about the Kratos in the backfield. And I need that onslaught objective. So let's deep strike in. There's safe, right?
Yeah.
Right there is safe.
As long as you hit it.
That's safe. I've got melter bombs. I could melt at the back of the Kratos.
You can.
There's safe. Plus your interceptor guys. There's safe. Here's safe. This is going to be fine. It's fine. Right. So we're landing in here, because the 3 choosers of the slain and the Dark Fury squad have melter bombs and want to clamp it to the back of the Kratos. The rest, charge your Warlord's unit. Then if a roll of 1, the deep strike is disordered because there's 2 more units coming down. There's not a 1. And we're in. An outflanking Rhino sticking his head around the rock pile here. An assault team, the Dark Fury team. This is the objective. We want to break out of the city. It's infested with demons. We're going for it. You got some pinning tests to do.
I do.
Okay, so starting with...
so you've snuck in next to the autocannons. So
yes.
We'll start there.
Yes.
We'll go here.
Okay.
So 7 or less for those.
They're pinned.
They're pinned.
Great.
Warlord,
yes.
9 or less. He's pinned.
Brilliant.
And then these chaps, they're just okay.
So pinning these 2 units back there is awesome, but you do get to intercept before they get pinned. So you're in a target-rich environment. So the Seekers are firing in to this back unit here.
This one here, yeah.
It's only 5 of them that can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s.
Yes. 4s are precision.
Oh, yeah. So I'll keep those. So this one, not precision.
Yes.
It's breaching. The precisions, 2 wounds and 1 breaching.
Okay. So that
Sergeant.
you'll obviously put on the sergeant. He's got a 6. Yeah. That's not a 6. And then these don't breach.
No, if you've got any power swords or
okay. One of them is dead, and then a 3 up. Okay, you kill the sergeant and a power sword. Now on to the plasma team. I very carefully put my dudes down so only 4 with the augury scanner can see. So these 4 shooting at them. 2 at a time though, because they can get hot.
So normal chap.
Yes.
2 hits. Normal chap. 2 hits. Sergeant. 2 hits. And the last chap.
Nothing gets hot.
I like that.
Good shooting text.
Lots of 4-ups here.
Yes. There's quite a few 4-ups.
That's 5 4-ups.
Are they dead? So this squad have already been cut in half. That squad lost a couple. And then this squad that I want to charge with the Esoterrors fired everything in. Killed a Dark Fury and injured 1. And put 1 of the choosers as slain down to 1 wound. And that's all the intercepting reactions. So they're now pinned. They're now pinned. I was thinking about charging your plasma squad, but now I've only got 5 guys left.
They might die.
I don't think that's a good idea. So we might be charging sabers and other things. And okay, so we've got some guns. What about a cheeky one-shot multi-melter into a saber? Should we start here? You will get a 5-up save against this, though. Twin linked, because I can't see any of the side armor. I do pen it.
Definite pen.
Yeah.
5 up.
And you make the save. It just fires into the rock pile as it came out. It hosed down the side and tried to shoot through the rock pile. But it held firm. Okay, let's go on to some of the things that we really want to do. What we really want to do is shoot lots of lance cannons and multi-melters into some demons from some javelins. Demons are shrouding the duffing and covering. Here are the multi-melters. They all hit. And here are all the las cannons, and 3 of them miss. And so all of these are going to wound on 2s. You have 5 up and vulnerable saves to this?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many 5s can you roll?
6 in total, yep.
Yep.
So 5s.
In buns.
That's 1. And then that's the shrouds. Or 1 more. So,
1 was injured as well.
Yeah, so that's going to be him dead and 1 down to 1 wound.
Kill a demon. And now all the Volkite, they consolidated. Move there. And now they're going to snap fire all the guns at the demons. We'll do this off camera. After the Volkite fired in, we killed another one, which will force a leadership test. What is their leadership of demons?
Surprisingly low at a 7, but they don't run away.
No.
They fade.
Yeah, so only leadership 7, but if you ever fail a leadership test, they just take D3 wounds, right? Yeah.
There's a Dominion where they only take 1, which is
right.
very strong, because obviously morale's not affecting them as badly.
Yeah, okay. More guns over here. We've got Operation Kill Armager. Let's shoot all the guns from all those speed. No, let's start off with the Dreadnought, because you've got to return fire, and one of my things is on a wound. Dreadnought's going to shoot you in the back. Not reacting. Hits on 2s. 3 of them hit. Wounds on 2s. All 3 of them wound.
5 ups.
Takes 1. A wound. It's still on 4 remaining, and then we'll shoot all the javelins in. Now you're going to return fire to that one.
Yes.
Yes, I thought you might. Here's the multi-melters, which are twin-linked and need 3s.
Yeah. So he's down to 2 wounds.
And then the Laz, which needs 2s, 4 more wounds. He's only got 2 remaining. And he's still got 1 wound remaining. And then he can return fire.
Yes. So thermal spear.
Hits
twin linked. Hits twice.
Yes.
Strength. Yeah, so it kills 1 and 1 takes another wound.
Yes.
And then
Stubber.
1 hit, no wound.
So a javelin falls. We're on to snipers. I mean, do I bother shooting at the thing? Because if I shoot at that now, well, I'm not that scared of it. It's not going to shoot anything because return fire is going to kill it. And if it charges, then Overwatch is going to kill it. But I got some snipers. I could fire at the bikes. Yes, because I've got precision. I might pick out your sergeant.
Yep.
And no one else is shooting at the bikes right now. So let's shoot at the bikes. My sergeant with an improviser hits on 2s and the rest hit on 3s and everything hits. And on 5s you're picking up your sergeant. Because bikes don't have cover. So that's a dead sergeant. And that's 2 full armor saves. But it's not 25% casualty and cavalry cannot get pinned.
Nope.
So they're still floating around, but at least they're down to leadership 7. Have I got any more guns?
No doubt.
I've got a Derrideo. There's a Land Raider on 2 wounds. I could shoot a demon. They're still toughness 6 right now, right? They start fading, get down to toughness 5 next turn. And there's a Land Raider right there. I feel like I should shoot at the Land Raider. It's got 2. I could shoot at the bikes. Yes, force a leadership test. Let's shoot at the bikes because ILOS is AP3 as well. Let's shoot at bikes. Force this leadership test. Make them run away. Here's the las cannons. Both of them hits. And that kills 2 bikes. And then the ILOS hits all the times. And this is strength 6 AP3. And that'll kill another bike and injure 1. And then the heavy bolter is twin linked. And these wound on 3s. And that's 2 armor saves on that injured biker. And he falls as well. And that was an impressive display of firepower from the Derrideo Dreadnought. Down to 1 bike remaining. I was worried about them, but all of a sudden there's 1 guy. And you've done some reactions. So over here we'll shoot some pistols. Yep. And then we'll get back to you in the leadership test phase thing. Yeah, 5 pistols in. Nothing happened. That's the end of my shooting phase. You have a leadership test. Leadership 7 on that lone biker there.
Yes. He's the one with the Vexilla.
And
so he's running. And he'll go
an inch. Yeah, right towards your board edge.
And then the demons.
Oh yeah, and the demons.
7. Oh, they're fine.
They hold. Okay, so I've still got 6 demons to deal with here. That bike just falling back an inch. I'm not charging over here. That's the end of the shooting phase. Now let's do some charges. This unit is pinned so they can't react. So we are going to multi-charge because we're going to into the Kratos and into your command squad. And we actually get a lot on that because we've got fleet 2 because of hidden hand plus 3 on the charge. So we're adding 5. It's an 8-inch charge. Crump, we make it there. Now squad number 2 wants to charge this Helverin. Would you like to overwatch?
So definitely going to overwatch.
Yes.
So autocannons.
Yeah, everything hit.
And that's 4 dead unless you
no,
sergeant.
No. Well, yeah, it's AP3, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, you sniped out the sergeant.
Oh yeah.
The sergeant in that pile dead, so they died. And then they charge a long way, but there's not very many left. 1 minute, there's a stubber.
No wounds, carry on.
Okay. Only 4 left in that squad. Kinda sucks. But you've used your Overwatch now, so this squad can now charge the plasma.
Yep.
So let's charge the plasma. We do get +2 to that. And I thought about charging in down there as well, but I'm not going to charge into the Helverin. I'm waiting for you to shoot me or charge me, so then I can return fire or Overwatch. So we come over here to the charge phase. Let's start off where it's nice and simple. There's 2 Hammer of Wraths into this squad, into the Plasma Support Squad, and one of them wounds.
Just a regular save.
And
good.
He's good. We pile in. Support Squad pile in. There's 10 of them, 10 that can fight.
Yep.
So we hit on 4s. And that's really good hitting.
Good. 8 hits.
Yeah.
And then we need 4s again.
Okay.
For just 4.
Okay. I'm not going to tank on Artificer Armor. Let's just do it normally. You take down 2. Then my chainswords hit you back on 4s. That's good. But I need 5s to wound you with a reroll for Shred. So that's 3 full armor saves.
And 3 ups. 1 drops.
Okay. And then there's 2 guys with swords, which hit on 4s. And this is going to wound on 5s. And I'll reroll 1s because of Raven Guard things when I charge. So that is 2 rending. And then my sergeant hits twice. He needs 5s with Raven's Talons. And he kills another. So I want that gone back. I kill 4, you kill 2. So leadership 6. To hold.
To hold.
To hold.
They're holding.
They hold. So 3 Assault Marines locked up with 5 in the 6 in the Tactical Support Squad remaining. Now we're across to the Helverin who's got 3 attacks.
Yep.
Kicking out with his little chicken legs.
Hitting on 4s.
He hits all the times.
2s.
Wounds twice. He kicks 1 to death. And then my chainsword's hit back 4 times. This is going to need 6s, right, with chainswords?
Yeah.
With a bit of shred. 2 wounds.
3 ups. Ooh, he drops 1.
1 wound each. And then I have a power sword remaining, which hits once and needs a 6. And that combat is a draw. Then we come down into this cluster muck over here, where challenges would be issued. And I'm disordered, so it's all initiative 4, except for my chaplain and your ace of terrorist. So I'm issuing a challenge with my chaplain, and your warlord is accepted.
Yes.
Because his force stave goes to strength 8, but it's only AP 3.
That's if I pass the leadership test.
If you pass the leadership test. Okay, so we have some warlord on warlord action. Good luck on the leadership test.
So forcing up.
Yes.
Leadership 9.
You pass.
Pass. So he'll be 3 attacks plus
Yes.
1 for 2 combat weapons.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
Yes.
He's hit twice. And 2s. So it's 2 2-ups.
I can pass this. So don't roll a 1, right? I'll do it 1 at a time. Let's build some tension. Chaplains. What? What? We've had failed leaderships. We've had pinning. And now that happened. That
On the first one as well.
is slay the warlord. That means it's 2 points each as well. Okay, right. Okay, let's keep fighting. Let's keep the pain train chugging. Your attacks into the Dark Furies with your normal guys. So 8 normal guys. Hits on 4s.
3.
Okay.
And 4s for
Okay.
2.
Rip saves. Feel no pain. I'm good. And then there's a sergeant with some lightning claws.
Lightning Claw.
Yes.
I believe that's specialist, so no extra bonuses.
1 hit.
1 hit. That's a rend.
Okay. Feel no pain.
That's fine.
So I'm good. Just my chaplain dies in that melee. And now we fight. I've got 3 choosers of this lane, which are clamping, that's unwieldy. Well, you've done all your attacks anyway, so let's do this. Which are clamping melter bombs. Actually, no, because it might blow up and hurt everyone. I've got to do all the initiative 4 stuff first. So, here's all the attacks into the Sons of Horus with the Dark Furies. 4s to hit. At least the hatred thing from the chaplain lasts for this combat, at least. So we do get rerolls. Then we need 5s to rend. And we reroll for shred. Then we kill 8. Then we clamp on 3 melter bombs to the rear of the Kratos. And 3 of them lock in place. It's rear armor 14, right?
Yeah.
So the first one doesn't do anything. The second one, pens. And the third one, pens. So we have 2 penetrating hits at AP1 into Kratos.
1-5 up will do it.
Doesn't do it. We weapon destroy and stun it. So one of the last cannons has been ripped off, but the stun result, well, it's got reinforced hull. So it's not moving, but next turn it will not be snap firing. At least it's still in place for some more melter bomb attacks in the next fight phase in the Sons of Horus turn. Anyway, we have a leadership test on the Terrorist. I just slew my warlord. Yeah. Stubborn or anything?
No stubborn.
Intractable, anything?
No. And
no?
I've just been reading his Armour of Pride.
Yeah.
And it says it has no effect against attacks or rules which remove the model as a casualty without inflicting wounds.
Really?
So
if I run you down,
he doesn't come back alive. So double 1.
Yes. That's not a double 1. But
Initiative off.
I'm initiative 4, you're initiative 5.
So I've got a slight advantage.
Yes. So what you're saying is a 4 equals and you'll be okay. A 5 6
kills me.
And I'll run him down. So I rolled a 1 for my warlord. So I feel like I'm deserved the mutually assured destruction, right?
I feel like you deserve it.
Yeah, like he caught you with a claw at the same time as he tried to break, and that's not a 1. You do get to fall back.
I fall back D6.
Okay. And you can fall back through the unit you're engaged with. You're right up against the board edge. So that happened. That's the end of turn 2.
Yeah.
2 points each. We're trying to break out the city before the demons come charging through, and suddenly you've got some things in the backfield that you need to deal with. And this unit are locked up with the plasma team, so they're not getting shot at. This unit are locked up with a stompy robot, so they're not getting shot at. You've got some vehicles here. Can they get out of there? Not sure. Turn 3, you're going to need to rally with your warlord. Shall we do that now?
Do that now.
Leadership 9. He rallies. He'll move his initiative, counter snapping firing. Yep. Can't charge back in. It was brave of my warlord to challenge him out. He heard about this guy. Heard he was a pussy, but no.
Turns out he was wrong.
Turns out he was completely wrong. And there's still demon problems. There's still Sons of Horus problems in the city. And this game goes for 6 turns. We go to Sons of Horus turn 3. So down in the city. The Helverin on 1 wound left comes round and into these ruins here, and the demons only know one thing. They came running down this street, so the javelins responded by going backwards. I mean, they're demons. They don't want anything to do with demons. And over there, the tactical squad are staying firm. The bike regrouped. It'll be snap firing, and the breachers are standing firm for now. Still eyeing the objective that they've been ordered to take. Then down this side, the Seekers turned around, the Terminators turned around, the Sabres are blocking the path because there's a full tactical squad in here, and my objective is there. And that's a lot of shots into a Rhino with only armor 11. And of course the Kratos is locked in place as well, while the autocannon team are pinned. So the Sons of Horus is splitting forward and backwards. We go into the shooting phase and put 22 Volkite shots into the side of a Rhino. I'm not shrouding a Rhino.
There's no point.
Yeah.
So 22 shots hitting on 3s.
Yes.
5 glance it to death.
Yep.
It's glanced to death.
And the unit get out, and of course they're pinned, because that's what happens to me. From this corner to the other corner, Kratos is firing at the Dark Furies, and they're ducking and covering. They're shrouding. Start with the autocannons.
Hit on 3s.
Yes.
1 hit. Makes it twin linked. It's a wound.
Okay. 3 up. I'm good.
Multi-mounter thing.
Yes.
Twin linked. All 4 hit. 3 wounds. 3 shrouds.
3 shrouds coming up. I lose 2 guys.
And then it would be 2 las cannons.
2 las cannons.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
And I just lose 2 guys in total. So I lost 2. Then the snap-firing Terrorists unit that regrouped put a wound in. And then we did the remainder fire from the Land Raider and over here as well. Basically, when all the shots were fired, this Derrido is down to 5 wounds remaining. You've injured it a bit. That's the end of the shooting phase. blowing open that rhino, pinning that tactical squad, all the other stuff out of range or line of sight. And then charging wise, are you charging with anything?
I don't think I can.
I mean, you could charge with that Helverin on 1 wound into my Deredeo, and I could overwatch you on the way in.
And die. I'm not going to do that.
Or not charge anywhere.
No.
Okay, so we're back over here. Let's start with your tactical support squad into my assault marines one more time. And you got 7 racks, yeah.
Hitting on 4s.
Yes.
And then 4s.
And that is 2 wounds, 2 threat saves, you kill 1. At the same time, the 2 swords hit back 3 times and wound once. And then the claws on my sergeant hit 3 times. Wound on 4s. With a thing, I kill 4 dudes.
Yeah.
Leadership 5 to hold. No. Initiative roll off.
I get away.
You do fall back. They break, they fall back, we pursue. Then we did the fight with this assault squad and your dude, and you put 1 wound on me, I put 2 wounds on the Helverin with the sword.
Yeah.
So you lost by 1.
I'm leadership 7.
Right.
Stubborn.
Okay.
But I can be run down.
No, you hold. We're still locked up. And then I've got 3 melter bombs clamping to the back of your Kratos.
Yes.
Which will hit on 2s. And we hit all the times. And then we've got to pen it. First one does nothing. The second one does nothing. The third one pens it. At AP 1. And it's immobilized. So it's quite simple for the Raven Guard. The choosers of the slain, their job is to pick on enemy important characters, warlords, things like that, get behind the lines and kill them. And that's what they're going for. They're going for warlord. And then these 2 units, these just 4 assault marines left. I've got 2. They're hopefully they can't react because they're falling back the plasma team, so we charge them. And then the tactical squad are pinned. That's all that's happening over here. Then there's a massive gap all the way up to the other side of the battle grid. I moved the speeders first. Mistakes were made because then I moved the dreadnought, and the demons were able to react that way towards the dreadnought, which means the speeders now can only shoot and kill 2 of the demons, which are toughness 5 now. They're beginning to fade. They're beginning to shrink. But I can kill 2 of the demons. Plus there's the Volkite team looking at them. And then down here we've got a Deredeo looking at a Armiger on 1 wound. We've got snipers. We've got some more speeders. We've got a lot of firepower that should be able to protect this onslaught objective. So I'm going to start off with the 5 snipers trying to rend this thing to death. Shoot the Armiger in the back. 1 hits on a 2, which misses. These hit on 3s. I hit once. At least it rends.
Pinball? No.
It's gone. Man, the explosion didn't hurt anyone. At least it's gone. And that leaves lots and lots of firepower. This and the Dreadnought and the Deredeo and the Speeders. Lots of firepower. And the Volkite firing everything in at the demons. And I fired this unit of javelins in and plunged fire down from the Volkite team up here. And I was going to keep shooting and shooting and shoot, but I killed them. I killed them with just those 2 units. They're gone. You didn't shroud. You were waiting for the Deredeo in the ruin because he's strength 10 now. And they're gone. So the Deredeo in the ruin is firing its 2 strength 10 las cannons at an immobilized Land Raider, which can't shroud because it's immobilized. And both of them hit. And with a bit of sunder. 1 of them goes through.
Pen, yeah.
Yeah.
No cover save.
There's behind a bloody great wall. Look,
Let's go
you
for
get
that.
6. No, you don't get 6. Can it blow up? It can
does.
blow up, and it blows up 3 inches. After Land Raider went boom, Terminator died. 2 in that squad died. So are the Terminators with the chaplain pinned? No. What about the Breachers? No. Last thing left to fire back here were the javelins. Fired at that bike on 1 wound. Cleared it out. So somehow, some way, the demon's gone, the Land Raider's gone, the bikes are gone. Some way there's a big gap between the onslaught objective that the Sons of Horus want to take and all the stuff happening out here. But I don't have much stuff out here. I mean, these guys are pinned. I've got 4 assault marines running around and the Mordathan squad. And now we're going to charge. This squad are charging your plasma team. And the Mordathan squad might... Do we go both ways? We go both ways. We'll charge both. We'll charge both the Kratos and your Warlord. And we go a long way. So these guys need to regroup.
Yep.
The plasma team.
And they do.
They hold. And at the end of the charge phase, it looks like this. You killed one on the way in.
Yep.
And now you're going to force up your Esoterrorist one more time to try and score instant death.
In.
Yes.
So Leadership 9.
Yes.
He's forced up.
And then he's got Reach. He's up to Initiative 6.
Yeah, so 4 attacks hitting on 3s majority.
Yes.
And then wounded on 2s.
Yes.
And they're all AP free, but you got some 2-ups in there.
So let's do the 2-ups. I mean, I never fail a 2-up save from a 4-stave attack.
I've never seen it happen.
No. That one's really cocked. We're
Yeah,
good. And Sons of Horus Pilot, and then they fight.
So we've got 5 guys.
Yes.
Hit twice, wound once.
Right. 3 up. Good.
Then Lightning Claw Sergeant hits once. He rends.
Okay. Feel no pain. We're not good. Then at the same time, these are the attacks going into your Warlord squad, which are going to hit them off 4s. And my Chaplain's dead, and I'm remembering precision strikes on Dark Furies on 6s now, because I'd like to kill your Warlord. And then these will wound on 5s. These are kill the normal guys on 5s. So I kill
4 guys.
4 normal guys. And then these are all going to go on your Warlord. And these need 5s. That one's really cocked. And then shred. Your Warlord has 2 5-up invulnerable saves to make.
2 invuls. He's down to 1 wound.
He's alive on a wound. The Apothecary will hit that squad. He hits once. And wounds that squad. That's a full armor save.
3 up. That's fine.
And then we have the 2 melter bombs, which are now auto hitting because it's immobilized now. So the first one pens, and the second one pens 2 penetrating hits into Kratos. And finally it blows up, and it blows up 5 inches, and we'll get back to you after a lot of dice rolling. After the tank goes boom, one of the Seekers died. A couple in the autocannon T died. Neither of them got pinned. Nothing got pinned. And none of the Dark Furies died.
No.
And now you need a leadership 5.
5 to stick around.
Yes. And they break.
On a 9.
Okay, let's see how far they break.
Right. I've got a 3.
Okay, so if I roll a 5, I sweep the squad.
Yes.
I feel like we've been here before.
Exactly the same.
That's a 3. I don't sweep the squad.
I get away 1 inch again.
So the Esoterrorist and 2 dudes are breaking for the edge of the battle grid, getting chased down by the Dark Furies, but that has opened up, well, some massive firing lanes into that Dark Fury squads and countercharges. And then we rounded out the other remaining combats. The combat with the Hellbrin's ongoing, no wounds caused, and down here, the second assault squad, it is now down to Sergeant on Sergeant action. As we go to Sons of Horus, turn 5. So down in the backfield, the Esoterrorist has rallied, moved to the very corner of the battle grid. It's 2 points each.
Yeah.
If I take him out, 3 points to 2, and then it'll come down to attrition.
Yes.
And if you kill more, it could be a draw. If I kill more, and then we need to somehow take these objectives. But down here we have Terminators, we have Seeker Squad, we have Autocannon Team. They're all looking at my Dark Furies. Some of them are hidden by that rock farm, but they're all looking at my Dark Furies. Then round here, the Breachers and the Tacticals have finally made their move. The Tacticals ran, and the Breachers just moved, lining up a charge into that Dreadnought. So the Dreadnought reacted, took us a couple of steps backwards, which means the charge from the Breachers will be impossible now because it will go through the wall of that ruin there. Sons of Horus got 1 more turn to try and get on that objective, but I've got a couple of Daredeos that can deny it. Just like you've got this thing over here on 3 wounds remaining, denying me taking this one. So I don't think either of us will get the Onslaught objective. It's really going to come down to killing more, or Warlord. Mind you, anything can happen. It's Horus Heresy. Let's shoot some guns. Starting with 8 autocannon shots going into the Dark Furies.
Hitting on 3s then.
And that's 7 hits. That's good.
We want some 6s for some rends.
There's a rend.
We get 1.
Okay.
And 5 normal.
Okay. So I'll take a 6-up cover save on the rend and a shroud. And then the 5 normal. 3s. Feel no pains. One was injured, so one dies. And now there's 8 Seekers shooting at them. And these guys hit on 2s.
Yeah, on 2s.
And they got
4 ups
on precision. And there's quite a few precisions. And there's some choosers of the slain that you can see.
The unprecisioned.
Yes.
2 breaches.
Okay.
That's it.
Let's no rock pile, so feel no pains. That'll kill the injured fella.
And then 4 precisions.
Yes.
3 breaching. I'm going to put up on your characters.
Okay, those will be the choosers of the slain. And you kill one of them. So 1 Dark Fury and a chooser of the slain, and 1 takes a wound. That leaves 2 remaining. 1 chooser of the slain, 1 Dark Fury, and an apothecary. Now we have bolt guns from the Terminators going into them.
Chucking everything in. So these are twin linked from the Terminators.
Yes.
1 hit with a wound, and
Yes.
then 2 up from the Chaplain. He doesn't wound, so just 1 wound.
2 up safe. I'm okay. Down here, rapid fire death, nothing. Down here, this unit ran, so no shooting. The other unit, bolt pistols, just out of range or pinging off of that dreadnought. So the last thing left to fire, apart from we did the snap firing over there with the Easter terrorist, everything, no wounds caused, is 22 Volkite shots coming into this tactical squad. I might as well shroud, because I haven't done a reaction yet. And they hit on 3s. I'm basically trying to avoid attrition. Well, the Sons of Horus are trying to kill as much as possible. 2s to wound. 3 up saves. And then a shroud. We kill 1 to flaggerate.
Another wound.
And I'm good. You just kill 1. And that's the end of the shooting phase. And over there, the Dark Fury is a leadership 9. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. We break. Which means we're not going to be charging your Warlord. No. We fall back. Only 3 inches though. That could be game changing. Because if I regroup in turn 5, they're going to get shot again. And then maybe turn 6 to go in there. I don't know. Okay. With some combats. My dude, my sergeant on your sergeant, hits once, he hits once, and he rends him to death.
He dies.
But he gets to fight him at the same time.
Can I stab him back?
He stabs him twice. And wounds him twice. I have a 2-up save though.
It's fine.
I kill him. And then this thing with the Helverin and the thing.
Yeah, so he's got 3 kicks.
He kicks all the times.
2s.
He wounds all the times. And he kills the squad. At the same time, the chainsword hits twice and doesn't do anything. And the sword hits once and doesn't do anything. So the Sons of Horus are doing all they can to try and prevent the Raven Guard from breaking free of this battle grid. In turn 5, I've got to regroup my Dark Furies. And they will regroup. And then down here in turn 5, I have to do everything I can to protect this objective and hose down as many infantry as I can. So in turn 5 of the Raven Guard, I've got the speeders, I've got the Volkite team, I've got speeders and snipers over here still. Still 5 snipers remaining. And both Deredeo dreadnoughts looking at a tactical squad on the breaches. And the Deredeos, I don't think you can kill 2 Deredeos on that objective. I think I've managed to lock it down. I think all these guys are gonna die. All the Sons of Horus that came into the city at least. Mind you, all the Raven Guard that tried to break through out into the wilds are probably gonna die. It feels like a draw. The tactical squad looking for attrition. Want to kill the Sabres. The Dark Furies regrouped and tried to hide as much as possible, and I've got 1 sergeant that killed the other sergeant jumping forward. Your initiative 6 with your staff at AP3, but he's got artificer armor, so he might survive. He might be the hero that we need. He's not the hero that we deserve right now, but he's definitely the hero that we need. So let's shoot some guns. We'll do it off camera, because there's a lot of shots about to rain into that tactical squad in the city. And it took the Volkite team and this Javelin team to do it. I wiped out the tactical squad, which means I've still got this Javelin team and the Deredeos and the snipers. So let's shoot down at the Breacher team and try and pin them. Hitting on 2s with the improviser guys, and these hit on 3s. Wound on 3s, 5s rend. So Sergeant, and then 2 saves.
2 saves. 1 more.
And pinning test.
Pinning.
And they're pinned. They're not going anywhere in turn 6. They're down, they're pinned, we've defended the objective. So let's fire over their heads with the javelins. 4 las cannons into the autocannon team. And we hit on 3s with las cannons and only one of them hits. And it wounds.
6 up for cover.
And you're good. Kill one of them, sorry. And now we're on to the dreadnoughts then. So I've got 4 las cannons here with a Contemptor dreadnought. That's looking straight at your chaplain squad, look. Yeah. Mind you, that Seeker squad is problems. Seeker squad. We'll fire at the Seeker squad with the 4 las cannons. Not shrouding this, waiting for the Deredeo. So here's the 4 twin las, well, the las cannons. They all wound your Seeker squad. They're behind a barricade, they get 5s, and they got skirmish, so they're 4s. I'll kill 2 of them anyway. And then we'll fire the Deredeo in, and this is the one you want to shroud against.
Yes, please.
Because the Ilos can pin. So we'll start with the Ilos, which hits, I'll re-roll that one. Hits all the times, threat 6, wounds twice at AP 3. You have a barricade. And you're good.
Oh, yeah.
You're good. They have skirmish. And las cannons are twin linked. And wounds. And a shroud. And you're good. And then the heavy bolters are twin linked. And these need 3s. 2 wounds.
3 ups. They're fine.
And that's the end of my shooting phase. They're going to need to take a morale test though.
Yes.
Yes.
8 or less.
And they hold. So the Seekers hold. The autocannon team of only 3 remaining hold. The chaplain here, he's good. They're pinned. Come across here to the tactical squad, who now want to charge those sabres, and we get in. And also, that lone hero over there with his twin claws wants to charge your Issa Terrorist.
Yep, crack on. I'm going to overwatch with the
You're going to
sabres.
overwatch with the sabres, okay. We charge. Did the overwatch kill 5 of them on the way in?
They made up for the last turn of shooting.
5. Right, let's clamp some crack grenades to you.
4 hit, 7 balls.
So that is a glance and a pen, which will just wreck one of them.
Yep.
It means the other sabre will be able to break away. Then we come over here, where you pile in, and you're issuing a challenge with your sergeant.
He's going to try and save his warlord's life.
Yes, now wounds can spill into a challenge, not out. So your warlord can still fight.
Yes. Right, so 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Yes.
And then strength 5, so 3s again.
Okay.
For 3 wounds.
2 up saves. You don't steal the glory from your sergeant. And then the sergeant can fight.
2 attacks hitting on 4s. No.
And then the little guy, the last little guy? I say little guy.
He misses.
Okay.
So all on you.
Okay, and you didn't brace or anything.
No.
So, sergeant, pair of claws, charge. And I'm hitting you on force.
Yes.
I hit once. I hit the sergeant once. I need a 5 with a shred. It doesn't do anything.
I've got a Vexilla.
We're locked up. Okay, so I count. Okay, so leadership 7 on my sarge.
Yeah. He's fine.
Is that okay? That's okay. We're locked up. Need to kill him. I need to kill him. But we've got 1 more turn. Sons of Horus, turn 6. So the orders for the Sons of Horus were to take the city. But the despoilers are pinned. Those orders cannot be followed. So it's down to secondary orders, which is stop the Raven Guard from escaping. There's the Sabre. There's the Seekers. Here's the Esoterrors locked up with a lone hero sergeant. And those Dark Furies are going to get shot up by lots and lots of firepower, and there might not be many left. While the Terminators, well, that's a long charge over items of burning terrain now, trying to stop that tactical squad fleeing from the battle grid as well. Currently it's a draw, and it feels like a draw, but attrition is an extra point. Slaying this warlord is an extra point. There's all to play for. As we go into the Sons of Horus shooting phase, do you know where you want to start?
Yes. Starting off with the Seekers, straight into them.
Okay.
Would you like to shroud or...?
I have a feel no pain anyway. There's still an apothecary there.
We're hitting on 2, sorry.
Yes, and 4s are precision.
1 isn't. Is this a normal wound. And the others, just 2 breaching.
Okay.
Should go on one of the
So 1 normal wound.
I'll probably go for the apothecary actually for that one.
With a feel no pain. So that's the normal wound, feel no pain. 1 is wounded. And then the precision, you want it on the apothecary.
First one.
Okay, I have a 6 up cover with behind a thing.
Yeah, and then a 5 up. Oh, second one on him.
Second one on him,
Yeah.
which didn't breach him or did breach him?
Both breach, yeah. So
6 up.
And then 5.
5 up, feel no pain. Dark Fury on a wound. Choose a slain on a wound. Apothecary only has 1 wound. Next up, we have the Armiger and we have the Saber.
Saber's next.
Okay.
11 shots.
Okay.
Left his mate.
Yes.
We have got a fair few hits.
9
there.
hits. 2's to wound.
2's to wound.
We have 8 wounds.
8 wounds,
Now
yeah.
touch your dice?
Yes.
Touch your dice.
You've got different armor sleeves in here.
Yeah, I do. So we have to do 3s first. So let's do a few 3s. And I feel no pain. Okay, so the Dark Fury is dead. We're down to Apothecary now.
Yep.
We do it on the Choose of the Slain. We paid for it. 2 up. 2 up.
5 up.
Feel no pain. 2 up. 2 up. 2 up. Just the Dark Fury falls. So, Armiger, ignoring cover.
Ignoring cover.
But it is AP3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to get 2 up again.
Okay. 3's to
I'm
hit.
going to do the stubber first.
Okay, little stubber. There's a
Two
couple of
hits.
hits there. That's good. There's a wound.
1 wound.
2 up. I'm good.
And
I've got 4 shots.
Yeah.
1 hit.
And
It wounds,
yeah.
but it's AP3. 2 up save. I'm good. I'm still good. Everything's good. You got anything else?
Not at those. They can take their leadership now.
They can take their leadership now. Okay. Don't fail leadership, Dark Furies. Twice in a row. You know, if they could have jumped in there, killed your dude, won the thing, and won me the game, and they failed twice in a row and they fall back 7 inches. I'm never fielding these guys again. What are you doing to me? You're losing me the game. Okay, we've got a long bomb charge with the Terminators. It's like a 10 or 11.
Soften them up.
Soften them up.
10.
Yeah.
But 6 auto cannon shots first.
Okay, right.
Not bad.
Okay.
Coming into play at the end.
Yes.
1 rend and 3 normal.
3 normal. Okay. 1 dice. Just 1 dice. And then the charge.
Charge.
And you make the charge. Terminators made that charge. Terminators with hammers versus tactical squad. No tactical squad. The chaplain heeds the Esoterrorists' call and wipes them out. The Dark Furies are falling back. The only thing still fighting for the Raven Guard is my sergeant over here. And the ongoing challenge. And fights can fall into the challenge.
Yes, we start with the Esoterrorists.
Yes.
Initiative 6.
Yes.
Hits 3 times.
Yes.
Wounds 3 times.
Artificer saves. He's alive. What else you got?
Sergeant.
Yes.
Hits once.
Yes.
Oh, it's not a wound with shred. It's a rend.
It kills him.
It kills him.
Unless I manage to kill you back. On 4s. And then
4s now.
4s with the thing.
Sergeant dies.
So the 2 sergeants kill each other, but your Esoterrorist will live. The Esoterrorist consolidates that way. That is the end of Sons of Horus turn 6. Going that way is the right life choice, because I've got some big guns over here that can see a very long way through the crack in the ruin. And he's hidden. He's ducking and covering as we go into a Raven Guard turn 6. It's going to come down to killing more. We have no idea how much either side has killed. It's 2-2. So it's definitely a draw. But who comes away hurting more? Dark Furies. They regrouped. Because if they were still falling back, that would count as a destroyed unit as well. And there's 2 dreadnoughts stood there, firing straight through that ruin into the Saber and into this walkie thing on 3 wounds remaining. And then I got some javelins on that side that can put some shots into the autocannon team. And we got down and had a good look. And the Volkite team, of which I've still got 7 left, can shoot and fire down into the Seekers. So let's start there. And you're shrouding, and this guy hits on 2s, and these hit on 3s. Can't shroud because of the improviser. 2s to wound. 3-up saves. 6 guys left.
No
1,
guys
2,
left.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's the squad. So you're going to shroud against the javelins instead.
Yep.
4 las cannons into auto cannon team, which hit on 3s. They all hit. Wound on 2s. They all wound. 6-up cover saves.
6s first, followed by 5s. They're dead.
That's that squad dead. That's 2 squads dead. Okay. We're on to Derrido with strength 10 weaponry, firing into the side of a saber.
I'll use my second shroud.
Second shroud. Twin linked. So they both hit. And pens. They both pen because saber.
Yeah.
So 6-up covers. There's a lot between you and I.
And then 5s. 1 pen goes through.
1 pen goes through. And immobilizes it. So the 4 shots from the Contemptor Dreadnought nearby will be the tickets.
The missiles on top will be able to hit.
Oh yeah, will, won't it? Missiles on top. They all hit. There's a glance.
Down to 1 hull point.
Well, you get the 6-up and the 5-up as well.
6-up.
Yeah, you get. Okay, right. So it's still alive. And then 4 las cannons into the side. Everything hit. Looking for 2s with Sunder. 3 6-up saves.
Oh, it's on 1 hull point.
Unless it blows up, it's a 1 hull point. It doesn't blow up. It's smoking, it's wrecked, but it doesn't blow up. I've got some snipers there. They could pin that squad. Pinned and falling back units counts destroyed.
Pinned as well?
Maybe not pinned. Need to check some stuff. I think it is just falling back. Can they see anything else? It is just falling back. It's not pinned. So I might be able to force a leadership test if I kill 3 guys here. 3 guys into this squad. And I already killed the sergeant there, didn't I?
Yep.
So a 2 and a 3s. Oh, just 2 hits. Kill 1 and 1 save. And that's and they'll be fine.
And they're not pinned.
They're not pinned. And that's the end of Raven Guard turn 6, and that's the very end of the battle. The Dark Furies dropped in behind with 20 assault marines and failed to take this objective and failed to kill the esoterics to the Sons of Horus and failed their morale test a couple of times in a row. There was so much Warhammer happening in this game. Stuff blowing up, failing morales, getting pinned, challenges failing all over the place, demons charging up the battlefield, and it's 2 points each. So we get a point for killing more units. Do you think you've got it? Do you think I've got it? I think you've got it.
I think you've got it.
I think you've got it. Let's go away and add up some stuff and find out how this world ends. Thank you for coming all the way down, Sean, from Riffle Studios. How was it for you?
It was a brilliant day. There's a few sweaty palm moments.
Yes.
When I say a few, there was a lot.
Okay. Do you want to tell everyone the final kill tally?
So, you killed 10.
Yes.
Respectable score.
Yes. It is very respectable, yes.
Yeah.
I've killed that saber, that would have been 11 on
That would have been
point.
11.
Yeah.
And do you know what that would have got you?
What?
That would have got you a draw, because I killed 11.
11. You killed 11 units, I killed 10 units.
Yeah, so I get the point.
By a hull point.
Yes.
It's virtually a draw. Shall we call it a draw?
Well...
3 points to 2. Glorious stuff. I would...
carnage.
Absolute carnage.
Failed leaderships.
Yes.
Failed charges.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all...
The knight blowing up in turn 1.
Yeah, nothing went right and everything went wrong.
There was more pinning happening in that game and failed leadership that has ever happened in a game of Heresy for me.
Yeah, I think I must have had about 8 units pinned over the course.
Yeah. I think that's what makes Heresy good, though. The pinning and the explosions and these random things that happen. It feels like a war game.
Yeah, it definitely that. And then they pulled back round and then it would happen again.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the table now, just thinking, I didn't know how I bubbled my way through that.
Neither do I. Just 1 point in it. I didn't move those speeders around, in case anyone was wondering, because I couldn't get line of sight or range into that saber on 1 hull point remaining, and the Sons of Horus prevented the Raven Guard from breaking and leaving the city while keeping their warlord alive. So it is a victory. It is a victory for the traitors this day, and the Raven Guard were slaughtered. Happy wargaming.